love it, love it. This is why I love wildlife photography. I don't even know if I'm actually in the camera at the moment. What a moment. But that was just something else. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and a welcome to a rather breezy Bank Holiday Monday at the Easter weekend. So, obviously the Easter weekend landed this weekend. If you've not seen the videos, go back and check them, because obviously this won't be released until after the Easter weekend. I managed to get out on Saturday with the camera, and been doing a bit of DIY today, fitted a new shower screen, and I've decided to come out for the evening. Now the clocks have gone back, we've got lovely longer evenings, and I'm on the hunt for my red kites. Now we're back at Barnock Hills and Holes. You'll have probably seen videos from down here previously, and I know we usually get red kites down here. So now where I'm from in Cambridgeshire, we are quite blessed to have a decent amount of red kites. It was recently published on BBC that we are very lucky to have the red kites we have, and one of the reasons we have is because of Hamerton Wildlife Park. It's a zoo we have on the outskirts of Cambridgeshire near Sawtry, and apparently the red kites keep coming around and stealing all the meat for the animals, which is mildly amusing. But it does also help with the population that we've got for our red kites, and it is quite a blessing that we do have a large population of them in the area. I was speaking to a photography friend of mine at the end of the summer, and he said, oh, I'm going to treat myself to the Sony 200-600. And I went, strange that. I'm going to treat myself to the Sigma 150-600. What are you getting yours for? And he went, we occasionally get red kites up in near the Peak District, so I'm going to go try and catch some shots of them. And I was like, I'll go 5 minutes down the road. We are very, very lucky to have the population of red kites that we do have. So I haven't seen any at the moment, nor can I hear any either. Now we are about an hour and 15 minutes away from sunset, so I don't know if I'm going to be lucky in this instance. We have got the light. It might seem really cloudy behind me, but we do have, bumblebee. We do have a relatively bright evening. It's due for sunny intervals, and that patch of cloud, I'm just going to tip you up. You can see breaks there, so I'm not sure which way it's heading, to be honest with you. But hopefully it will keep it nice and light for a little while. So let's go see if we can find our red kites. Oh, blimey. Get this way. Well, I've spotted 2 red kites so far, but they've been too far away for photography purposes, which is a bit of a shame. So hopefully they'll come back round. I can still see one of them soaring above the trees over there, and they seem to be going over that way, so I'm going to make my way over to that side of Hills and Holes. Now, it's quite nice really, because obviously the first opportunity I had to photograph birds and birds in flight was down at Gigram Farm at the Red Kite Sanctuary. Now, while they are obviously wild birds, they're not captive, obviously they are aware of the feeding station, and it's quite funny really, when it's getting near the time that they feed them, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, but you can see the skies starting to fill up with the kites, even like an hour or 2 hours before it's actually due for feeding. You can see that they start hanging around. This is totally wild. There's no feeding stations round in Cambridgeshire. Used to be one at Coniston, and obviously we've got Hamerton where they steal from, but this is totally wild. This is totally natural. So yeah, hopefully they'll come back around. So fingers crossed. I know they're out and I know they're here, but let's just hope the wind and light plays into our favour and they actually come back around. Stick with us. Let's see what we can see. I'm actually going to head over towards the trees actually, rather than over there. Now they've disappeared again. Yeah, see if I can actually see any other birds as well while I'm waiting for the red kites to come back around. Look at this gorgeous evening light. I'm just going to turn around and it's going to blow me out completely. I'm going to swing around that way. Look at that. Gorgeous side light, which is why I wanted to come out this evening, to utilise that light for photographing the red kites. But they've decided they don't want to come out to play today. I say, I've seen them. I know they're down here. And I don't know if it's just a pair that if I spin you around 180 degrees, obviously we've got all these trees and stuff behind in private property. And I don't know if they reside there. I said that before last time I was down here. I've seen them flying around that area, but I have also seen them flying around above hills and holes, and I wanted that nice evening side light that I'm getting cast in at the moment. So I kind of abandoned my search for them at the minute. And I don't know if you can hear that shout, but I recorded it a minute ago. Shout, chat, talk, call, whatever you want to say. Now let me just post that up, and I would love for you guys to be able to help me identify what this bird is. So obviously if you know what that call is, please do put it in the comments. It's not the first time I've heard it. I've heard it down from Longville Woods as well. And obviously down here there's two. And I'd reached the point where I filmed that bit where that call is coming from, but I couldn't see anything for love and money because obviously it's quite overgrown. So it's quite difficult to actually see anything in there. But yeah, I'm kind of having a bit of a lackluster evening now because the kites haven't come out. I'm trying to find some small birds in all the scrub and stuff, but I can hear them. And I've seen a few, but nothing shot worthy, other than a robin. But yeah, might not be a very successful evening. Let's carry on looking, and hopefully, now that that light is warming up, I mean, this place is beautiful. Look at the light just hitting off all the hills. And all the trees and stuff inside. Like, yeah, hopefully the kites will come out, but I'm not holding my breath on that one tonight. Might be good if it was a bit warmer. But yeah, we'll see what we can see. I'll check back in a moment. So one of those red kites has come out. He's almost on a hunt, I reckon. Now I know red kites tend to be scavengers, but if they're hunting, they'll be hunting things like mice, voles, very small animals, sometimes even rabbits if they're really hungry. Now I've obviously timed it well. We're literally about 15-20 minutes away from sunset. No, 15 minutes definitely. He's been soaring around the hills, and I've literally been on a chase because he flew 20 foot off the ground right above my head. But I just couldn't get the camera to focus fast enough because he was so close. And he is just flying around the hills and holes. And he's just flown off in that direction, which is why I've set you up there. So I can keep an eye, but I've lost him now. But what a sight. I'm so gutted. Here he is, here he is. Come on, buddy. Come on. I don't know if you're seeing this. Here he is. Oh, you majestic little swine. Oh. Unfortunately, he appears to be silhouetted. What a sight. These birds are absolutely magnificent. I hope that I managed to actually capture some keepers. Oh. Oh. So he's not gone yet. He flew round from that side. So he's obviously been flying low because I've not been able to see him. He's flown round, looped back round me, and he's come down this side. So he's not gone back into the trees, which are over on my far right hand side now. Well, that was an interesting bit of filming. I'm praying they came out all right. Because I was having to shoot into the sun. Oh, love it, love it. This is why I love wildlife photography. I don't even know if I'm actually in the camera at the moment because I've obviously just been spinning around. But what a moment. This is why I came down here tonight. I wanted to get the kites in flight, but that gives me a bit more of an inkling the time that they actually come around here. I mean, it's really quiet other than me. When I first got down here, I saw there's various parking spaces around the outside. So when I first came down here, I'm going to move forward a little bit. When I first came down here, there was various parking spots around the outside, as I say, and there was a few cars in each of them. And I was like, oh, don't tell me there's loads of dog walkers and stuff. I wouldn't blame them making the most of the evening. This is probably the nicest weather we're going to have for the next week anyway, according to Met Office. And yeah, I pulled up in my car. There was 2 cars in the main car park. Literally as I pulled up, both of the people that were in the cars with their dogs got in the car before I'd even got out of mine. I've not seen another soul down here. I went for a walk a minute ago just on the outskirts of Hills and Holes where there's a load of trees to see if I could see any small birds, and I walked past a runner, but other than that, nothing. So coming down late in the evening when the sun is like this, I just genuinely cannot believe he's there. There he is. He's got something. He's now gone too far from me, but it looks like he's got a small creature. Maybe a rat or a mouse or something. And because I'm shooting into the sun, it's quite silhouetted. Hopefully I can sort something out in Photoshop. He's also a bit of a distance away. But my God, the sky looks beautiful. Oh, fantastic photography. Oh, I'm loving this. What turned out, or what ended up being a real, not disappointment, but not seeing the red kite has just turned into one of the best wildlife photography experiences that I've had so far. As I say, I've seen them up close. I've been to Gigrin Farm, but that was just something else. Oh, happy days. Do you know what? I'm just going to sign out now. Because it don't get much better than that. And obviously now he's caught his dinner, he's probably going to go home and snack on that. As I say, I'm not sure if the pair are actually like a breeding pair that reside around in that estate that's over there. I need to find out what that is, you know. But my God, I don't even know if you could see me. I could be totally silhouetted out because of that sun. But yeah, I'm going to sign out now anyway. Obviously, if you've liked this video, give us the old thumbs up and drop some subscribes from down the bottom, wherever it may be. I don't even know how good this film is. But yeah, this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace. Heading up
west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it out alive. Plans are changing, rearranging all the time. So come away with me. Let's break free